Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, good morning, guys. So, this is the third class for the Hangar Sessions. Before we start, I'd like everybody to do something. If you have not followed our Instagram page, please go and do that now. Let me, I've been meaning to say this, but I keep forgetting. Sorry. So, we are at the Cockpit Media on Instagram, at the Cockpit Media. Let me just drop it here. If you have not followed our page on Instagram, please go and do so. So you get more information when we put out, not information, maybe about subsequent editions of the Hangar Sessions or any other program like this that we will be having. So please just do well to follow us, and maybe after the class you can engage on some of the posts that we've made over time. All right. While you are at that, let me just move on. Um, Okay, good morning, everybody. So this is the third class, like I said. First class, we looked into storytelling techniques. We had Tubiloba Samuel Popola teach us on how to tell stories to improve your brand image. And then last week we had Chamachuku Akodike, who was here to teach us on brand management. He had an extended class. I had to take a session, a very brief session, and I'm sure we all had fun in last week's class. Very sure that this class will even be much more fun than we had last week. So today we have in our midst Shola Amusan. I call him Explorer. He's popularly known as Explorer. Everybody in the industry calls him Explorer. That's his brand name. And I'm just going to be reading out his profile to you. I'm sure you've seen his profile in the group already, but for the sake of those who have not seen it, Shola is a talented filmmaker, cinematographer, and editor based in Canada with roots in Nigeria with over 7 years of experience. He has worked on major projects as a camera operator like Femi Adebayo's Netflix original Jagun Jagun and Tony Abraham's Born Again Stripper. As the founder of Explorer Films and BTS Ninjas, Shola combines his passion for storytelling with a deep expertise in video marketing and lead generation. And he worked with the Funke Akindele's total box office gross of about $3 million in sale, always helping brands and artists achieve record-breaking engagement. His advanced skills in editing, color grading, and social media trends have driven results for high-profile clients such as Funke Akindele, with work featured on platforms like Prime Video rather. Additionally, Shola's mentorship work with VSMC in Kenya, where he empowered students from 26 African countries, reflects his commitment to using film for global impact. With a unique blend of creative vision, technical skills, and marketing prowess, Shola is a sought after collaborator for brands and artists looking to elevate their content. His award winning work, including recognition at the Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival, sets him apart as a visionary in the industry. Now, apart from all of these, yeah, drum rolls, roll out all the drums and roll them. Thank you. So, apart from this profile that I've just read, I met Shola Explorer last year while we were working together in Kenya, and we had a very wonderful time working together. Made like yesterday we were just even reminiscing on that job we did, and it was it was just funny because we didn't. I think okay, we spent 2 weeks in Kenya, and
One
what
week,
we
one week,
rolled out,
7 days.
what we rolled out was really crazy. We rolled out about 15 documentaries, I think about 10 or 9 reels, like highlight reels, short musical videos, a lot within a very short period of time. And he's somebody I've worked with, so I can tell that his work is nothing short of excellent. I think we should even, so while I'm still talking about him, let's just go and give him a follow on Instagram. So you see what I'm talking about. Just go to at Oluwaxplorer. Let me drop it in the chat box. So you see that we So just give him a follow on Instagram. After this class, you can just go through his page. Some of you might need his some of his content for inspiration for maybe some of you who want to go into content creation, creation of reels and all of that. So just give him a follow. His page, I'm sure, will inspire you to probably go into what he does. And so this morning, please let's make welcome Adesola Amusan. Let's give me a round of applause, please. You can unmute your mics and just give me a round of applause.
Come on.
All right, Explorer, you can take over from here.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for showing up here. It takes effort, and I'm really glad to meet every one of you. You see all those things that Victor was reading out, is packaging. Yeah, right. So I'm going to be quickly going at it, and I want this to be very interactive. I'm not going to bore you with slides of I'm not going to bore you with slides of what it is. Um, what is cinematography, history of cinematography, who is the father or mother or uncle. I'm just here to impact you. I hope at the end of this class, you're able to have a clarity on what it is, because I mean, it's a skill. It's not talent. In Nigeria, we like to mix, as Nigerians, we like to mix it like, oh, that guy is so talented. So there's difference between skills and talents, and there's difference between honing skills and just like today now, I just woke up from my sleep less than okay, now more about 30 minutes ago, and I can talk about this. Yeah, I put some preparations into this, but still, it's still basically more of what I do, and I can talk about it. I can do it, wake me up from sleep and all, So at the end of today, I just want to be able to achieve that most of you will be set on a path that if you practice cinematography or videography, you can get to that stage where you could churn out really nice things at the end of the day. Thank you very much. So without further ado, let me start traditionally. So when you hear cinematography, what comes to mind? What comes to mind? And you will find most people correcting you when you call them in this part of the world. There's difference between cinematography and videography, and you'll be thinking, okay, so what's the difference? Are they not the same? Some people get offended. I used to get offended too. Like, if you call me a videographer, I might just tell you, okay, no, I'm not a videographer, I'm a cinematographer. And actually, there is a difference. While some people might not like to acknowledge it, they'll be like, oh man, it's the same things, it's the same thing. Both of them are carrying cameras, they are, crafting whatever it is together. But then there are slight differences between cinematography and videography. Most times, a cinematographer might struggle being a videographer, and most oftentimes than not, a videographer will definitely crumble being a videographer, would crumble being a cinematographer. So it's just what it is. It's sometimes it could be world apart, sometimes it could merge and become the same thing. So, but then cinematography, the definition now. Are you all ready? I promise you, I won't be doing too much of this, writing things down. No. So cinematography is basically, breaking it down. Cinema and and graphy. Graphy means design. Graphy, just like from graphics. Graphics means design, and cinema means designing cinema. And what does cinema means? It's the creation of motion picture. And also, what does motion picture mean? If I'm going too fast, please just write it here. Like, yo, calm down. But I'm going fast. I'm laying all these foundations. So these are not really the things we want to talk about. We'll talk about the main thing. So okay, going on with my definition of cinematography. Cinematography is the creation of motion pictures. What is motion picture? How many of us have seen a flip book? You know, all those books that, there's drawing and they will be flipping it like this, but they'll be drawing and, there's a continuation. Let's say two people wants to shake, and as the book is flipping, their hand is going. Let me see if I could like share you some videos of a flip book here. So you see what I mean. So motion picture is just like a picture in motion. Flip book coming. Yeah. So share video screen. Share. If you can see my screen, let me know. Can you see my screen, guys?
Yes, I can.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, you can. Good. Um, so now this is what a flip book is. Just pay attention. Right? So this is another one. Yeah, of course, adverts. Um, yeah, so look at that. So because of our time, I'm gonna stop it. But you can all see that that is a picture that is moving, right? Can we all do we all acknowledge that? Yeah, you can. Yeah, so when they say motion picture, so now for the technology of a video, this is just the basics of it, that pictures that are interlaced together, it's still pictures, but then there is a technology that loops everything together. Imagine there is no seconds of stop. This thing becomes a video. It becomes a moving picture. So that is what it is. So most times you see most videos are on 24 frames per second. That's 24 pictures in 1 second. That's what it means when you see 24 frames per second, 60 frames per second, whatever frame rate it is per second. So that means 24 pictures are being displayed to you, interlooped together in 1 second. So that's why there is this smooth movement between it. So it looks like it's still pictures, but then it's not breaking like these flip pictures I'm showing you. So that's what becomes video. Do we all understand that? So yeah, so interlaced motion, that continues, pictures that moves, motion pictures, video, movie. Basically, that's where all of these names come from. So now, yeah. No, I've not explained videography. Don't worry. I will get there. Calm down, calm down, calm down. I'm still explaining cinematography. So now, uh Cinematography now, when you craft visuals and motion pictures together, eh, and you put some of the other elements into it, to make that final thing, then you can now say, okay, this is cinematography. And it has major, major, major elements. And there are basic, let's say 6 elements of cinematography. Most of the time, it is not much more than this. And I will list them according to their importance, emphasis on importance. Number one element of cinematography is lighting. Number one element of cinematography is lighting. Then the second one is shot sizes. Then the third one is camera focus. Then the fourth one is shot compositions. Then the fifth one is camera placement. And of course, the last one is camera movements. Please note the way I listed them. If you need me to come again, yeah, I know we are all with our pen and papers, and I promise we will not be writing much. But this part, just write it down. So, like I said, I'm going to go over it again. The first element, the first ever element of cinematography is lighting. Or should I say the most important element is lighting, then shot sizes, then camera focus, then shot compositions, then camera placements, then camera movements. I'm going to explain all of that. So now, before we now go further, and not to confuse everybody. So now, okay, if I'm explaining cinematography to be this, so what is now the difference between videography and cinematography? Now, videography and cinematography, major difference is planning. Planning. So how come? Why? How? Planning. Okay. So now, as a cinematographer, a lot of work goes into careful planning of everything that appears in the foreground, in the background, and the main ground of your video. There are three grounds, There's the foreground, that's something before your subject, your object, and the background of your object. So there is careful planning. So you will see so many times in cinematography, the budget sometimes, yeah, that's by the way. There's planning in colors. What is the object? What's the color of the object? Okay, let's say our object is a human being. We want to shoot someone. What color of clothes are they wearing to the background? Sometimes you see cinematographers or, a production, they would have to repaint an entire wall or an entire, this thing just to go with the type of clothing. So that's where color combinations comes in, we'll still get there. But then for now, all of those planning into, blocking, into angles, what type of lens am I gonna use, what kind of aperture, what's the characteristics of the lens? Because as a cinematographer, most of the time, it's not just about the shots, it's about the mise-en-scène. I will explain that. Please don't get caught up by all of this big photosynthesis English that I'm speaking. So it's about, the things that you are telling, the story you are telling. So what does each shot mean? The shot is not just looking beautiful. Sometimes, it means other things. There are so many things that it means, your settings, the characteristics of your lens, the type of camera you are using to shoot. All of these things goes into careful planning to give further meaning to what you are shooting, because it's just not a shot at that point. It means a lot of things. You are depicting so much. So but videography is the camera. You don't need much planning. You are just someone who is ready to capture the moment. Yeah, beautifully, knowing how to capture on the go footage requires thinking on your feet. That's also a very serious skill, by the way. I'm not, so many cinematographers will be shaming videographers, but videographers are out there making a lot of money. So please don't don't join the bandwagon of yeah, please don't call me videographer. I'm a cinematographer. I used to be that. Now, guess what I am doing now? I'm doing more videography now than cinematography. Because, like, for example, I told y'all I'll be shooting a wedding later in the day. It's still 6:31 a.m. right now. By 9, I'll be in some hotels shooting brides and groom, posing them in front of the camera to achieve some, nice wedding, videos. I know. But then what planning am I making onto it? I'm going to use the same camera I've always used, and my lens, zoom lens, 24 to 70 f2.8, where I'm going to shoot wide shot or close up. I'm ready for whatever it is the life of that wedding video might throw at me. Thinking on my feet, like, okay, how best can I quickly get shot? And I don't have a crew. That's another difference with, yeah, I have a second shooter who will probably help me hold up lights to, light up the dark places. But then that's just what it is. There are no crew, there's no first AD, there's no director. Then, you as a star, first AD, second AD, first AC, second AC, AC means assistant camera. All of these people, they have their own this thing. But since we are talking about cinematography, what it is that you want to do. So now, as a videographer, you have the agility because you are doing everything. Your extra batteries, you are the one carrying it yourself. Your lenses switch, you are the one switching your lens yourself. You are the one carrying your camera yourself. Most times you see videographers, they are the one even carrying their lights themselves. Have you seen so many people who carry camera with one hand, then they will hold lights with one hand and be shooting, try to get the image and everything. So most times, you see stuff like that and you'll be like, okay, one man crew. To this day, I have my very big oga who was a producer back in Nigeria, who gave me most of my opportunities as a cinematographer. See me here, doing videography and doing all the things myself and makes jest of me, he post on his Instagram and say, oh, this is what Explorer is doing now, blah, blah, blah. But hey, there's no shame in it, it's paying my bills. So now, then you wonder, okay, is the cinematographer not the one that changes his own lens? No, there is a crew for that. There is the first AC does that. They'll be the one to change lens. As a cinematographer, you don't have business changing lens. So anything you are doing, no matter how big the camera is, you are the one. Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, fact though, you have crew, you have the budget, you have the flex. Probably that's why the illusion of the fact that, cinematography is more honorable, comes from, because all you're doing is you're making the creative decision and you have a crew to work with and everything looks more penging and gang, you understand. So you are not the one carrying batteries, the assistant cameras, maybe second AC, they are the ones changing batteries, they are the ones doing all the things. In fact, sometimes as cinematographer or DP, you are not even like touching the camera, you are with the director. You guys are crafting the scenes together. Maybe it's a camera operator that will be the one, touching camera and all. So, that's most times where you find cinematographers are on film sets or maybe TV commercials or something or documentaries. But sometimes as a videographer, you can do documentary. So that's where those kind of worlds can merge together. Shooting documentary, sometimes all you need is a videography skill. And sometimes, when the budget is heavy and you can like bring in crew, then you become a cinematographer. Do you guys understand me? I need you guys to unmute your mic. I need to know you
Yeah,
guys
yeah. You understand?
are
Yes,
following.
yes, we understand.
Okay, so if you have a question, unmute your mic and ask me. So before we go on, who has a question? Okay, I'll take the silence as nobody. Okay.
Good morning.
Good,
My
good
question
morning.
is, good morning.
Yeah,
You
good.
said, if I'm correct, you said the cinematographer, he has a crew member, or he has crew members
Yeah.
who, and you know carries his lights and all those equipment. So would you say a cinematographer is like a director? I don't know.
Okay.
Or what's the cinematographer and the director of photography?
Thank you very much. That's a very valid question. Yeah, a cinematographer can also be director of photography. The director of photography can also be the cinematographer. It's just what it is. But they are not the director of the film. Please, there's difference between director and director of photography. Very distinct difference. Sometimes you might find directors being the DP of the film. The director of photography, you can also call them DP or cinematographer. Sometimes, you can find directors DP in their own, shoots or something, but that's a lot of work to do, you know. But very different, very different. Director is a whole new ground of level. Those are the people with the creative vision and the technical know-how. They direct every creative on the set. For example, as a cinematographer, most times, or as a DP, most times the people that you are working with, sorry, I'm gonna just drink water. Most times the people you're working with are the camera operator, the first the AC, second AC, and maybe best boy, and probably the gaffers, and the sparks, people who do lighting. And that's your whole world as a cinematographer. But as a director, you are the one, heading or leading the team of wardrobe. What the this thing is wearing, although you and your cinematographer as a director would have thought like, yo, we want this person to be wearing red because our wall is yellow, or we want this person to wear yellow because our wall is red, you know, so that you have, I'm sure you guys have seen stuff like that before. I could show you, I think, what video is that? Wait. Yeah, I have I have a video. Yeah, this video is. I'm just gonna share it with you. I'm not gonna play the music. Don't worry. Uh, I'm just going to show you what I mean by, paintings and clothes that people wear and how it corroborates share. Can you all see my screen? Can you see my screen? Unmute yourself and answer.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at now this color mount. Look at how everything is corroborating. Look at how the colors are coloring. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
So the cinematographer is not in charge of all of these things. This is the director's work. So the team that brought the dress that this actor or model is wearing, cinematographer, that's not your work. If you're a director that you are doing cinematography, hey, yeah. Sometimes directors don't know this as a cinematographer. I want to like if we could like get there as fast as possible. So, but then you will see stuff like this, and you can I can tell you that these things are not there. Look at the color. You can tell that this wall was newly painted for this shoot. Who can tell? Okay, move on. Look at burst of color. This is director's work to say, okay, then wear blue dress and let there be blue couch. Then the cinematographer's work will now know that, okay, I need to use a lens size of 20 mm or 25 mm or 24 mm capture it, so dress and the background. Then we need to shoot at this particular aperture or this thing, to do that. So I hope you get the difference between what directors do and what cinematographers do. Sure, you get it's two different things. It's two different things. And this in no way is a videography. This is careful planning. I can tell you that they've planned all these things. It's not when they got on they decided painting these walls. They wanted the day, 2 days, or 1 week before. I'm sure they didn't do it on that day. Or even if they did it on that day, they shot this thing at night and they have done this one since morning. Do you get me now?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
Yes,
Thank
makes
you.
sense.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, bringing a team of creatives together and crafting this thing. Look at these outfits and look at the white, look at the pink gator in the background. So it's careful planning, like I told you, of what is in the background, in the foreground. Look at the middle ground. Look at this person. Look at how everything is gelling together. It's not fighting themselves. You understand? Everything is corroborating. Look at that. Look at the white hair with the white background and the white stripes on her clothes. Look at the blue and the black. Look at the skin, look at the red, together, all of these things are carefully planned to actually give you this nice visual. So the more you plan, the better your visual is, the better you feel, the better everything is. The plan, that's the power of planning. It's a very large cost. It's not something I can tell you over the cost of one class. So I'm not even gonna like bore you too much on that. So yeah, let's move on. Thank you very much. Who has another question again
I have
before I
a
move on?
question, sir. Good morning, sir.
Okay, later, right?
Good morning.
Okay,
No, no, now,
okay, now
sir, now. Yes. Can you hear me clearly, sir? Sorry.
can I
I just
what?
want I want to clarify something. For the likes of digital creators, those who create content, people like filmmakers, that do they fall under the category of being videographers or cinematographers? Like since they set up their videos, they shoot and all of that, can it be called any of? I just want to clarify that.
Thank you very much. That's so you see these days, most content creators they put so much effort into planning to And but at the end of the day, there are still some other elements missing, when creating content. Every day, most videographers are pushing the narrative because so many people are now with camera now these days, and to stand out, you have to go the extra mile. So you see people now going the extra mile of planning, of, painting walls. Oh, my light just died. I just noticed that. I guess you guys have noticed. Continue. Do I need to put on another light? It's okay, Joe.
Yes, I can continue.
So
Continue, please.
yes, but largely content creators fall under the category of photographers. Why? Because they don't have a crew. Second, they still have to like capture moments. Most of it are not pre-planned. Content sorry. Creators do stuff. There is no script. Or even when there are scripts. Sorry. Sometimes when there's scripts and everything, they still, they still go there and capture what it is. They are, that videographer instinct of, okay, this moment, this shot, this, that, sometimes they don't know how things are gonna go. There is no cut, let's do that again. Most times, in content creating, sometimes it's what it is. I know there are some parts where people write scripts, there are talking heads where you write script to say this in front of camera, but that's it. Most times, there are no careful planning of, this person wear this way in the background, we paint this, we use this type of light, then we have a gaffer on set who, it's just very different. It's just what it is. And for example, wedding content creators or videographers, they just go, like I said, to the place and they are ready to shoot anything, based on how it is. Some of them have not even been to the hotel before. They don't know how it is. They don't know what it is. So that's why you see them go with lights and just light it up if it's too dark. And if it's not too dark, they'll just leave it like that. Most times, cinematographers will first put off the lights in your space, and they will now light it with their own lights because of the lights that is in your place does not have CRI. CRI means color rendering index. I don't want to bore you with terms. These are things you will come to do practice. You see, these things, whether it's a cinematographer, you are a cinematographer or videographer, the more you do, the better you become. Just think of it as driving. Look at the first day you drove. And now, some people now can drive and be pressing phone. For example, me, it's not like I it's not like I press phone all the time, but then I remember how serious I used to be when I'm driving, how my two hands will be on the steering, and I'm facing front with all my eyes open, like ooh, carefully seeing everything because but now I can look away, I can check map, I can look back, I can do one hand, I can be dancing. Well, those are things I can't do before, but with time, as I did it every day and every time, it became like a muscle for me, and I could do it even without thinking, cognitively. It's the same thing as Samuel Shade drive without hands. I swear, and that's what it is. Anything you do with your body, because cinematography is something you do with your brain, with your eyes, with your hands. The more you do, the better you become. Videography is what you do with your brain, with your, cognitive thinking. The more you do, the better you become. You've done it, you've made mistakes, you've emphasis on mistakes. You've done it over and over and over. So by the time they call you, then you are doing it. So now I want to move on between differentiating what a videographer and a cinematographer entails. I hope we all understand that. And yeah, like I said, the most important part of cinematography is lighting. Quote me anywhere, and one of the biggest names in cinematography now is Roger Dickens. That's like that guy is a wizard. And why? Why is he a wizard? Is it because he uses the best camera? No. Is it because he uses the best lenses? No. Is it because he has the best crew? No. Is it because his films has the best budget to spend? No. But because this guy is crazy with lighting. When he lights, oh my days. Just think of someone like Clarence Peters as a music video director and cinematographer. What sets Clarence Peters apart is lighting. You understand? Like that guy knows the craft. He's not using no filters or anything. Yeah, now that we are in the era of content creating, and people like TJ Omori can come up with camera movement and some flashy things. But then when we talk about the true art of it, the true, crafting with light, then you have to, go for the. Yeah, I should go check Clarence Peters' YouTube channel. He posts some short films online, and you see what that guy does with lights. See what that guy does with lights. So that's like a cinematographer. That's someone who knows the craft. So, but then let's move on. Now, of course, I was talking about elements, which is lighting. There are so many types of lighting. There are so many aspects of lighting. I'm not gonna bore you into that, but then lighting is important. Look at how lighting changed my old when this light was on, and when that can shape everything. It's just the difference. It's just a whole lot of difference because that's what it is, Sha. Graphy, like from photography, you will know what it means. Photo means light, graphy means design. So photography, when you hear about what uh, that means is on the technical part of it is the sensor of the camera, capturing information from the light that it is exposed to, whether it's film camera or digital camera, there's something called sensor of the camera, and it's shaped and contoured that, it captures. So it's light design. We call it pocket lighting or something, where there is 3-point lighting system, which is the most popular lighting system, which is, the backlight and, the key lights and, few lights. So the key light is the normal lights. Let me off my key lights now. Sorry, guys. Look at my frame in 3, 2, 1, go. My key light is gone. Look at how the whole place is dark, right? Then now the few light is my screen. It's filling it up, but this is key lights. Have you seen that? Everything is would have separated my background from me. There'll probably be a light at this angle because my light is here, or my few light is here. It will be at that angle and hit me at the back, and you see all of those things. I know. So it is what it is. Everybody say it is what it is.
It is what it
It is
is.
what it is.
Thank you.
It is what it is.
Thank you very much. So now we'll graduate to short sizes. We are still talking about element of cinematography, short sizes. Short sizes, these are how, just is self-explanatory, just the size of your shot, how big or how tight it is. So there's wide shots, there's medium shots, there's close-up, there's extreme close-up, there's long shots, there is cowboy shots, there's medium wide shot. You see, all of these things are for you to learn. So if you want to learn all these things, you can type. See, YouTube is your friend, though. Everybody used to, yeah, I attended film school. Yeah, I went to film school, but let me bust your brain. Yeah, most of what I know today, I learned from YouTube University. So when people tell me, oh, which school did you go? Where did you learn how to do this? I tell them YouTube University, and it's free. Once you have data, see, I'm addicted to YouTube. You can't see me. You can never catch my stuff opened, and you will not see. In fact, let me share this thing with you, my entire browser with you. YouTube is opened on it. Where's my browser? I think this is my browser. YouTube, YouTube everywhere, YouTube everywhere, YouTube. Don't play with YouTube. Share. Can you see? I'm always on YouTube. And when you check my YouTube, it's two things you see: Chelsea stuff and cinematography stuff, and probably some comedy stand-up, because I like stand-up comedy too. But those are the kind of things you'll be seeing on my stuff. See, cinematography stuff. I know the more you consume all of these things, the better you become. The information is abundant on the internet. Don't be ignorant. Learn every day. Thank you, YouTube University. Don't sleep on it. That's like, there is so much to learn. At some point, you might now need more than YouTube. You will start buying courses. I bought a course of. So someone will be thinking, you we don't shoot Netflix film. Yeah, I was the camera operator on a Netflix original film, but I'm still buying. Can you believe I'm still buying courses on this thing? I'm still buying courses on filmmaking, on pre-production. I'm still watching all of these things. Let me share a screen with you. Share. Look at this. Can you see? Can you see all my modules and lessons? So I'm still investing in the day you stop learning is the day you die. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to, I'm not going to gainsay it. I'm not going to water it down. The day you stop learning is the day you die. I learn every day, and I will say you do the same. If you do the same, then the better for you. You understand? So learn every day. It is abundant on the see now. I don't have to go to their studio or I've never met this guy, but I've learned so much from this guy. His name is Guy too, Zachary Guy. That's his name. But I've learned so much from him because I bought his course. How did I know him? YouTube. He always post stuff on YouTube. In fact, let me just go and let me show you. You guys can learn from them to Tenfold Production. That's them. Follow them. These guys have amazing things to share with you guys, especially if you are already practicing the craft before and you now want to, improve yourself. Look at my what's it called? Look at my advert. Advert is still showing me filmmaking stuff about editing and all. You understand? That's how immersed I am. Look at my suggestion. It's still camera stuff. So if you want to learn, the information is abundant on the internet. You don't have to go and be sucking up to someone. You know how they teach people work in Nigeria. You go and meet someone you want to learn. You know how be washing their plates, go and be buying beans and bread for them. Instead of teaching, they will make you do everything except teach you what you are supposed to even learn. Anyways, so this guy, what they do is they use whatever they have shot. They are into TV commercials. I'm looking to leap into TV commercials. As a cinematographer that I am, hey, I'm not really a videographer by blood. I might be doing it now to, pay my bills, but that's what I've always done in Nigeria. And to get back into it here, I have to like reorient, reorientate myself and learn. Learn. Don't be too big to learn. Don't look at the person that is teaching you, whether he's bigger than you or smaller than you or whatever. Learn. Be a sucker for knowledge. Be a fool for knowledge. You understand? As long as you're learning, you are not losing. Learn. All those people that used to go and learn too, and they will tell them to go and wash plate, they tell them to go and buy agege bread and they were going, and they will go and buy it all in the name of learning. It's because they don't actually care too. That's actually a kind of culture to imbibe, but you can bypass all those BS and learn online. For now, there is nothing that you want to learn. Type it. Basics of, if it's content creating you want to do, basics of shooting content. We see it. There's someone online that has given you all those free info. These people, if you want to become a cinematographer, check these guys out. This is a free resource. There's Studio Binder on YouTube. You will learn so much. Studio Binder, which one again? So many stuff that you can learn. So be a sucker for knowledge. Don't dull yourself. So now going on, short sizes, you guys might need to like check that out later, because there is no time to actually, that subject is very wide. So I won't even what's it called? I'm not going to bore you with a lot of all of these things. Then camera focus. What is your camera focusing on? There is depth of field, That's the characteristics of lenses. Oh my God, I don't know why I have to drink so much water this morning. I'm not used to talking very early in the morning, by the way. I'll be fine. So, okay, I think someone said YouTuber. You want to become YouTuber? See, I can give you on the go. See, do you know when I was considering being a YouTuber, I was watching the channel of a lady. I didn't care because, it's a lady that's probably younger than me and probably has never been to film school. But her style of YouTubing really makes sense, because me, I hate all this sit down and talk YouTube. I'm a filmmaker, so I should be able to show that I'm a filmmaker. The people who are not filmmaker can sit in front of camera, set ring lights, and actually talk. But then, what's going to separate us? So Life of Riza. Let me type it in the comments. Especially ladies, you might want to check out that lady. I've started watching a lot of her content. I'm just very fortunate for me to meet her in person here in Canada. But yeah, I mean, that this is a very, very, solid YouTube, very simple, way of doing her things. You could learn from, on how to craft your things. I know, like I said, abundant resources online, on YouTube, especially on Vimeo, on Pinterest, and everything. So now, camera focus. Now, what do we mean by that? Is what the camera is at, what's the sharpest point of the camera, or what is it in the middle of the camera? What's the camera focusing on, and everything. Shot compositions, like I explained in the beginning, those are things that your shot is composed of. Look at my composition now. I can tell you there are so many things I'm not showing you, but for the sake of this class, if I move my camera here, you can see where I'm keeping my stuff. Now, if you come to this class and my camera and my composition is like this, how many people are you guys watching my stuff? Are you watching my video? Are you seeing are you guys seeing it? If my camera is like this, what will you say?
Our focus will be on our focus
Eh?
will be on your grades.
Yeah. So, what does that mean? It doesn't make sense. Or, I'm here like this. Uh, you know, look at all these things now.
Can't see
Who
it, sir.
wants
Can't
who
see it, sir.
wants who wants to see all of this stuff? But composition is, the short size and is a little bit up to me because I don't want to be, I have so many screens I'm looking up to. So I know that when I want to like look and talk to you guys, I could, do this and talk to you guys. I could stretch out my hands. And that's why I'm using a very wide shot so that, all of these things are compositions, the things that you see, the things in the foreground and background. I could change my composition and be like, okay, guys, I want you guys to be here. So you see, these are like my composition now, and this could be it. This could make sense, but that means by the time I'm looking here, you guys are just looking at sides of my face when I'm looking at the screen and all. So, composition sometimes matters. Where you place your camera, how large your shot size is, and what's in the foreground and background and every other thing in between, right? Do you
Yeah.
understand?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. Uh, now I'm not going to get this again. Okay, let's just go on for the sake of this class. So, you see, all of these things, they have big explanation, things that, but we don't have the time for it. Camera placement, where you put your camera, I just explained it. See, now, who has gone inside a bank or any institution before, and you will see all this Tinubu picture and Sanwo-Olu's picture. I believe most of you are in Lagos, right? So you go into bank and you see their pictures up. What do you notice about the picture? Can someone tell me something they've noticed about the pictures of all those people that they used to put up in all those public places?
There's always background. At the
I
background,
can't, I can't, I
flag.
can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
All right. So I was saying that there's always in the background the flag of Nigeria always showing a little bit, and then also. So I think that's mostly it. The flag of Nigeria always showing.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Actually, that's true. That's true. The flag of Nigeria is always showing in the background, and that's just to show you that these guys, oh, they are Nigerian dignitaries. I know. Who can tell me any other thing they've noticed?
Okay, I think that
So I
okay.
okay for
Hi.
me
Okay,
I
Ayomide
noticed
Gabriel.
for me, I noticed that directly like the cameras are pointed directly to their face, like a right angle shot directly to their face, a close up directly.
Exactly. So
They are
what
showing
did they
as real
do? Is
the
it
angle in
about
which
the
they are
shot?
shot.
You are getting it. Oh. So what is about the shot? Good for
Full and
can we all confirm next time you go to a bank, right? Next time you go to a bank or all you down, when you look up at them, they are looking down at you, and they have shot it in a way that when they are shooting them, it's not like, look at my own now. I'm not looking down on any one of you. Do you understand? By the time you guys are looking at me, it looks like, I'm like that. Have you not noticed? So the way they shot them is they have shot them to like, you know, like this. So by the time they post and they are looking down at you and you are looking up at them. So look at how small detail could, mean so much. And most people do not even know what it is. You just know. Even if you are not a Nigerian, you are not, current, you don't know who the president of Nigeria is, who the governor of Lagos is. But then by the time you see those pictures, you know that there's something about these people. These people, they must be. So now, if you want to, shoot those people in videos or something, there is a need for you to do all of those. Those are what they call camera placements. You know, those are like the effect of camera placement. The same thing as high angle shots. When you want to show a position of power, the person looks smaller or the person looks more vulnerable. I look like a kid right now, looking up to you guys. I know. Um, sometimes it could be artistic decision, and sometimes, it could mean, some meaning and everything, you know, uh, uh, camera movements, camera movements, sometimes motivated, of, there's slider, there's gimbal, there's how many people know what gimbal is, so that I can explain? Do we all know? There's steady cam. So some people might be asking, okay, for everything. So why do they need to? Because gimbals is motor head, more weight that it can carry. But if you are shooting cinema stuff, if you are shooting or on big screens, there are things that, for example, let me share my screen with you guys. Okay. Sorry guys. I'm just gonna bore you out. Look at you can't expect. Have you seen that? Look at the side. Which gimbal won't carry this one now? Can you see it? Oh, you guys are not. Okay, look at the size of this camera.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
I can't hear you guys. So.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see. Yes.
Okay, so because of the size of the amount or maximum payload that this thing can carry, sometimes you have cameras on gimbal, but then we still need to achieve movement. So you see track. There's a crew. There's someone who is pushing to help achieve the movement. They have like this motor stuff is there. That's what it is. You understand? So it is what it is. So and this now on movement sometimes not motivated. Okay, you know what? Let me show you. So, bit of videography works. See, I used now, who can wait. Calm down, calm down. I'm the one moving cameras here. Straight camera, and it is the subject that times movement are motivated or not. Look at that. You see how camera movement has made this this door is serious shoot though. You see this girl? This girl is my friend. She's probably 22-year-old. She's a footballer for Juventus. Now she has ACL injury. For women who don't know what ACL is, I understand you guys, but I'm not here to judge anyways. So she plays professional football, plays for Juventus, and she has ACL injury, put her out of football for a very long time. And she now works in an office. So we are shooting how sometimes she misses football when she's in the office working and she's overwhelmed with everything. She'll carry football and go to the field to still, to still play and feel alive again. See how movement has made it look like, we are advertising some, maybe these are just what movement can do. Sometimes movement can be subtle, can be, where can I see movement? I see movements that is subtle movements. Yeah. Look at this here. You guys see my screen?
No, we are
Hello?
not seeing it. We are not
Oh
seeing
my
it.
days.
Present.
Can you see my screen now? Mm-hmm. So first,
Yes.
okay. Look at the amount of movements in that. Look at the movements in this. Have you seen that? Subtle movements. Then subtle movement. So sometimes it's the mood. You just don't move. Sometimes things more interesting, especially photography time and all. And sometimes it's life. Wait. Yeah, look at this now. See movement in that direction, going and like basic shots, that movement is just giving life to. You just have to like quickly block, like, okay, let's be putting movements there. And so, but this is still videography works because I was the shooter, I was the everything, I was the light man, I was the now me even Mike, even I was the sound guy, I was the all of these things, right? So yeah, so that's what camera movements can do. Camera movements can, make basic shots interesting, make shots that is, not supposed to do anything, it will just give it more, gang because you're moving, because things are moving. And normally what the eye sees is that, things are stable. I know. So now that, you are sitting, you are not moving your head, but what's before you is moving, can be interesting and sometimes can be jarring, because it has to be like flowing. You understand? It has to flow. If it doesn't flow, then there is a problem, you know. So it is what it is. And, camera movements can like just make things very interesting. When you master what camera movement is and you learn how to like move camera, then, at that point, you've mastered the art of making anything look nice. These are videography works, so before they come for me that I'm about mounting videography. That's what I'm currently doing too. I'm more of a videographer than cinematographer since I came here. So yeah. And that's that about that. So let's move back on to that. I've explained lightly all the elements of cinematography to you guys. So now let's now talk about business. Business. As per what most of you would like to go do or get into. Yeah. These are some of the things that you need. Like I said, you need to learn every day. It's very super important. Number two, invest in your craft. Don't let them tell you, oh, JS doesn't matter. Yeah, at some level, JS does not matter. I'm moving close to the camera to tell you this. GS matter. Whatever you're using matter. Do you understand? I'm telling you this. At the beginner level, GS does not matter. You can use your phone. When you use your phone, you're good. And at that point, you can like gather or harness all this thing. So wait, I'm going to share one more video with you. And I'm going to ask you guys to point out the one that was. So this is a mixture of this video is not yet out, but I'll share it with you guys anyway. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Wait, sorry. That's not what I meant to share. Okay, this is what I meant to share. So, can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna play now. Watch very well. Your aim is to tell me which shot was phone and which shot was camera. Ignore the drone. We all know what the drone. We all know the shot that is done with drone. But yeah. So, are you ready? Let's go.
Summertime in Toronto always hits you. And the stores are calling my name. That perfect pace. But at checkout, your cards just don't work for those international payments. Or imagine being in a fancy restaurant and not being able to pay for your food. Well, not me though. With Platnover, I don't have stress. I've got my virtual USD account and my virtual dollar card. All I need to do is tap. And trust me, it works everywhere I go. Even if I'm paying in store, online, or on the go. My Platnover virtual card got me covered. No hassle, no decline. Platnover, built for people who move smart.
Thank you very much. Should I play one more time, or you guys already know which ones were shot with phone? Yeah? Who said no? Okay, yeah, let me play it one more time. One more time, guys. One more time. Look closely. Look closely.
Summertime in Toronto.
Okay, you know what? Wait. So, VLC always lags. VLC always lags when you play in 4K. So let me open it on a 5K player.
Summertime in
Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I'm about to play again. Please watch closely and tell me which was shot with phone.
Toronto always looks different, and the stores are calling my name. You know that feeling when you find the perfect piece, but at checkout, your cards just don't work for those international payments. Or imagine being in a fancy restaurant and not being able to pay for your food. Well, not me though. With Platinum, I don't have to stress. I've got my virtual USD account and my virtual dollar card. All I need to do is tap. And trust me, it works everywhere I go, even if I'm paying in store, online, or on the go. My Platinum virtual card got me covered. No hassle, no declines. Platinum, built for people who move smart.
Thank you very much, guys. So now, should I offer money for people who get it right again? No. This one is too simple to be offering money. Oh yeah, unmute yourself and tell me the part that was shot with phone.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Okay.
The first
Please use the raise hand button. Okay, Chidima, go.
Okay, the first scene when she was the portrait scene when she was walking on the pathway. That was
Okay.
that was phone camera. That was phone camera.
That was phone camera, okay.
Yes. And then when she was done with her shopping, when she wanted to board a car, right? That was also a phone camera angle.
Okay, thank you. That's it, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Who else has a contrary opinion to this?
Okay. Hi.
Ayomide,
Yeah, for me, the restaurant shots, that's the close-up shots inside the restaurant were phone shots majorly. And then the entrance into the restaurant were camera shots, and then exit were camera shots.
entry into the restaurant, okay? Which video did you see?
When she was walking, she had the full outfit,
Oh,
her
when she
full
was
white
walking on the road,
shorts.
was camera
Road,
shot.
yes. Yeah, when she was walking on the road, the camera
Oh,
shots.
okay. That means you are the same thing with this Chidima now.
No, she said they were phone shots. I said they
Oh,
were
okay.
video
You are
camera
saying we're
shots.
camera shot. So,
Yes.
walking on the road for you is camera shot, but the one in the restaurant is
Inside the
phone shot.
restaurant, phone
Is
shots,
phone
yes.
shot. Oh, okay. Who else has a contrary opinion?
Good morning. My name is Abraham.
Abraham.
I feel like most of I'm going to say the entire shot whereby she was in the frame. I'm going to say that they are all phone shots. Like everything where she was in the frame, I'm going to say they are all phone shots.
Well, okay, that means it was phone shot throughout.
Yeah,
except drone
except the
part.
drone part. Yes, except the drone part.
Okay, thank you. Who else has one more? Anything else to say? Okay, I'll take the silence as nobody has anything to say. I would like to tell you guys you were all wrong. Every single one of you is wrong. The phone part where she was in the store. She was in the store with clothes, only phone parts. Though I didn't even use any special camera in the mall. I hope that you can see that to start, but at some point you need camera. So I'm going to play it one more time. I'm going to play one more time so you guys check now.
Go over your answer again.
Only that was shot with phone with clothes because camera in the mall. Can you hear me?
Thank you so much. Yes, I do. Thank you.
And why is that important? That is important because I'm feeling that is important because at the end of the day, that shows that you can start with your phone. So now look again, guys. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I have.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Let's go.
In Toronto.
This is phone. Of course, these are drone. And this is phone shots. You should be able to tell by the amount of things in focus. I know. Yeah, I mean, there are some lenses that you use that will make things to be in focus. I know. But this is phone shots. This is phone shots. This is phone shots. This is phone shots. And we are back to camera shots. Look at the texture, guys. These are things that you should be able to detect with
restaurant and not being able to pay for your food. Well, not me though.
Probably because you guys are watching it. Then this is camera shots.
I don't USB account and my virtual dollar card. All I need to do is tap, and trust me,
This
it works everywhere I go. Even if I'm paying.
This is camera shots too.
Online.
From the texture and look at the background, look at the depth of field, look at the highlights to the shadow. These are things that phone cannot do. Look at highlights to the shadow for phone place. Look at the texture. I feel like if I zoom this, that's when you guys will know the difference. Or when it gets to this thing. But if you are watching on your phone, you won't know anything. Look at it. So you can start with whatever you have, but then it's a lot that you invest in your craft. Guys, start with what you have, but don't stay there. You have to always look into investing. You have to always look into, improving on yourself. Most people will not trust you now based on, if you don't have anything out. You have to first put out stuff first. And don't overthink it. The first step in everything is go out and shoot. So now, before we end this class, or I'm not even sure when I'm supposed to end this class. I don't know if Victor is online. Victor, please let me know.
Yeah. You had 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That means this class is ending by 8:15, right?
You started at 11:10. That means you should be ending at 12:40.
I didn't start by 11:10. Are you kidding me? I didn't start by 11:10.
You started
You
by
guys took the
6:10.
time. You didn't comment.
All right,
6:10.
just take your time.
Oh, okay. So another thing, another asset to quickly help you guys with is when you have anything to shoot, the best way to do a small preparation will not kill you, even if you are viewing yourself as a videographer. Like I told you, the more prepared you are, the better it is. If you are prepared, the better it is. Over a long time that you've now started shooting, editing, and all, probably you now get to a point where you you already have like a lot of things that are internal to you. Like you come to that maturity that you've done so much that you know how to go for best of a hair. But then even at that, so the last thing I'm going to share with you is there is a website called Pinterest. I know most of you would have heard about it, but I'm about to show you how interesting Pinterest is. So I'm going to pick 3 people randomly to tell me what it is that we should shoot. And I will tell you, and I will show you how to go about it, looking for inspirations on Pinterest. So let me pick participants. Who has not talked? Ajide Muminat, you've not talked. So I'm picking you one. Naomi, don't talk. Taiwo Ajao. Then Oluwafisayo. 3 people. I picked 3. So if you're unable to talk, let me know. But if you can talk, so from that, Ajide Muminat, you go first. Unmute yourself and talk, please. Okay. Looks like they can't talk. Okay, yeah, she can talk. Ajide Muminat, what's going on?
I'm okay.
Okay, so give me a theme. Let's say we want to shoot something. You are the director now. So give me a theme. So this Pinterest, you guys can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, now.
18, right?
Yeah, give me a theme to shoot.
I was thinking if you want to shoot for like maybe a morning scene.
Morning. Someone that died?
Yes.
Okay. Morning. See, Greg, can you see what I am doing? Are you seeing short ideas? Let me expand it to you. Are you seeing this pose? I know this is crazy. This is more bending towards fashion. See, look at how ideas are very indisposed to you guys. Look at the abundance of information that is online. Nah, we don't move. Look at the amount of information that is online. This is another angle of that shot. It's something that looks like it too. But morning scene. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the amount of info that is available for you online that you can equip yourself with. So when you get on set, you don't look like a dunce. You can actually tell people you are shooting with that, oh, please do it this way. Or let's say you are shooting a burial. I don't know why Ajide Mumina to go and carry burial this thing early in the morning, but it's all right. But look at this. This is the
But
perfect angle.
I just feel like maybe something unique, kind of, because they are fashion.
No. I'm just messing with you. No, don't worry. I even like that you picked that because that's not something you will easily see online. Nobody posts about this kind of stuff. But look at, if you are shooting it, look, see ideas. See ideas, right? See ideas. Man, I think I even like this picture. It speaks of contrast. I'm going to download it. Sorry. Sorry, I'm using your time to empower myself. Okay, good. Look at ideas. Look at things. Look at this shot. Oof. Look at this shot. Oof. Powerful. Look at this shot. Oof. Okay, why is it going away? Look at this shot. Oof. Cinematic. Look at this. Cinematic. My friend. Rainy ones. Why do you think they like to use rain a lot when shooting this type of things? See.
The atmosphere is dark, and
Yeah, rain depicts, gloom. It's gloomy. Look at this. If you are a cinematographer, you are shooting, you see, you already don't know your camera angles before you get on set. See camera angles. Are you seeing things? Look at the amount or abundance of information that is available to you. Your best friend in this life is data. Invest in data and go online. Absorbs the information that are abundant to you. So we go to the next person. If I call you, unmute yourself and give up. I hope that I've shown you how powerful these tools can be, right?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Who is the next person I called? Taiwo Adao.
Good afternoon, Cheryl. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma. So what's your theme?
It's just a view from like shooting on the streets.
Streets. What are we
Yeah.
shooting? Is it streetwear? What's the product? What's the design?
I really do not have. I just want something from the streets. Maybe you are depicting, I don't want to say poverty.
What exactly? Street is different too.
Okay.
Like if I say streetwear now, streetwear or street fashion, this is what it will show me. See streets. You go see this girl, go say she knows streets. Now streets now. Igboro.
Okay. Yeah.
Understand? If we
Yeah.
are doing street, say Percy Street, say Igboro fashion. See this guy too. See fashion on the streets. See, these are ideas. I just picked streetwear, street fashion, street. Sometimes when you want to do street shoots, look at this. These are all streets. Look at this bench in the park. That's a street. Look at this one too. Look at this one particularly. It's carrying me to Shin. My friend, will you get that of you? Look at all of these things. She's literally on the streets. Look at street outfits, street ideas. By the time they say, oh, we are launching a streetwear and we want you to come and help us shoot it. Guys, see
Okay.
ideas. See ideas. See as idea they choke. Do you understand? See shots. See poses. See pose. It's carrying me to shame. I don't want to see poses on the street that we can go for. See this one. Right? this one now, if I carry this one, I'll say, okay, can we and a cup of, you know, maybe drink or something, maybe hold them like that, give them all this and this thing. Maybe it's the jersey we want to shoot for. We are shooting for the jersey. She real never come like this. Say we never see real. Real never show. See, park a car in the background, let her walk towards the camera. Look at this. Look at this pose. Are you seeing where my cursor is, guys?
Yeah,
Hello, guys.
I can see it.
You can see, right? Look at the
Yeah.
abundance of info that is available to, there are so many websites like this, but I'm just saying Pinterest is free. Join Pinterest, get ideas of what you want to shoot. Who is the third person? Third person.
I think the third person just answered. Fisayo. She says she can't unmute currently. She's speaking
Okay.
in.
Okay, so who should we? Let someone replace her. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Hello.
The third person already picked a theme. The third person
You
already
said?
picked a theme.
What did they?
She said action, something action themed, like a fight scene.
Fight
Yes.
scene.
Say
Fight
with dark
scene.
colors, leather and all.
Eh?
Sorry?
She said a fight scene, action scene.
No, she said a noir theme. Can't unmute. I'm picking a noir theme, action themed. Okay, let me just copy exactly what she wrote. And I've seen what she said. Guys, have you seen that? I copied black colors, leather, and all. Wait, let me copy that one. It's very important. Exactly what she wrote, Abby. Can you see, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can.
Then search button. Bro. Iboku, don't worry. Everybody knows what noir means, right? Noir means dark. It means black. It means, no colors and everything. See, are you seeing action hero? Are you seeing, see bad guy? Understand? See, from the barrel of the gun. See that short angle. See, are you seeing lighting? Just throw a big source of light and do silhouettes. Do you know what silhouette means? You guys go and read about it. This is a silhouette. Shooting an image against a very bright background means silhouette. Look at that. Look at this. Look at lighting designs. Look at this. Look at how all of them are anonymous, even though there's light on their boss. Now, how do we know that this is the boss? It's the framing. All of them are standing beside each other, but he's standing alone. And we put him in the middle. So we know he's the boss. Look at that. How something has made your life easy. This is from Godfather. Who has seen that film? Look at that. See. See, Noah. Are you seeing something? See chiaroscuro. All these things are things I can't explain now because these things are very, how do I call it, broad. See, when you are talking about mysterious, a mysterious man, have you seen it now? That's a proper bad guy. You are not seeing his face. Even light is on him, but you are still not seeing his face. So look at that. He's not smoking the cigar, he's just holding it, but it suggests a lot. Look at this. Are you not afraid of this guy? Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Guys, that is how Pinterest can help you guys in this thing. Even as conventional as interviews. Let's say you want to do interviews. For Idris Elba now, you frame him this way. Let's say you have all the creative control on it. Look at this. That makes sense. Especially if he's some film character and you have styled him in this way and he's talking. Bro, he's still in portrait though. It's not even landscape. See another one. You understand? Anything saying we slap down. Look at who says you can't interview with this frame? Who says you can't do that in that frame? Guys, Iboku, like, see interview, see this one. Where's another interview? See, look at this. We are talking about a product. See, someone just, you see, this person in the background is intentional. You put that here in the foreground, background, and all of these things happening here. That's interview. You've had your interview. You're doing well. See corporate shoots. Yeah. So make use of that. That will help you with your framing and give you idea. If you are someone who is into lighting, see light designs for interview. Looks natural. Look, if you are shooting documentary, look at lighting ideas. Look at this place where the light is. Look at cinematic. You know that, okay, what do I need? I need all this fog machine or smoky machine. Have you seen that, guys? Look at lighting. Look at framing. Sometimes I spend hours of my life just looking through all of these things. And whenever I get somewhere, all these things, man, most of you don't understand Yoruba. All of you don't understand Yoruba, but Yoruba will say something like, "Ikote jele yengbefo," because this thing is already innate in me, like, so let it shape you and know. And but not practice, learn, practice, learn, practice. That's how to grow, guys. All of these things are available. You don't even have to go to again now to, the asylum theme. And were you guys seeing? So these are my although I didn't get most of these ones from I didn't get it from Pinterest. But see, I already know, I have an idea of what to shape for when I'm shooting the punk rock asylum field stuff. Have you seen that? Even to outfits. Look at that. So, guys, all of these things are available for you online to use for your own this thing. So there's nothing really stopping you. I hope that with this little time, I've been able to impact you guys The most important thing, the difference between you and the next person that will do this is practice. And okay, so for some of us that have been doing this before, I'm just gonna drop these two gems too before I go. Number one is by 8, I would have to go. Abby, yes, now. So now, number one is make things that you are passionate about. What does that mean? It means do passion projects. I can tell you for free, it is what you post that you'll be hired for, or it is what you are giving out that people will hire you for. You understand? And this is something I had to learn in the hard way, you know. Although I still post most of the things on my Instagram now, like, okay, for what it is now, let me just post all of those things because, you know, we need to pay bills. But then beyond paying bills, you need to post what you want to be hired for. You need to do what you want to be hired for. So now, because most of the events and hangouts and parks and all of these things on my page are things that, you know, anybody who sees it will like, oh, I want to do a park. I need videographer for my park videos. I need something. I need to do street fashion video. And they will hire me. Nobody's going to hire me for TVC because I'm not posting it. But then I want people to hire me for TVC. So what am I going to do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot passion projects. Now, what does passion project means? Passion project means nobody is paying me for it. I look at all of these things and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to recreate this, or I want to create this and post online. So people can see that, oh, so this guy can do this kind of thing. Then they will hire me for it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't even necessarily mean someone is reaching out to me like, let's collaborate. Some of you, people will reach out to you, let's collaborate. And, you know, that's not even what you want to do anyways, but you are collaborating on things. There are so many ads that I've done with, I'm going to show, that's going to be the last one I show you. And some of it are even social media campaigns, even if it is not on the extent, if it's not on the extent of what's it called? If it's not on the extent of this thing, it's not on the extent of cinematography, but as a videographer here, can I actually no. This is not what I want to share with you guys. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna see it in a minute. You know what? Let me just type. Okay. All right. This is like a SQ or SQ of the one I shot with Dorothy. So now I'm sharing this with you guys now. Tom project, guys. Are you seeing? Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Vacation starts when you arrive. Some say back and turn the music up. But what if I told you what kicks in? And honestly, your escape might look or this. If I be curious, that's what makes it's summertime. And for me and my crew, a party with a modern means a good time. And every good time deserves a good drink. Enjoy ATP, pina colada mocktails, crack one open, and let the weekend begin.
About this. Hello, are you guys there?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
What can you say about that? Okay, let me quickly play the second.
See how about you. Today we're gonna find out which atypical mocktail flavor my friends really are. Go. One, they're just fresh. They ask them what stress is, and they'll just smile with a mojito in hand. Now you see this one here, it might be sweet on the outside, but they've got layers. They've got some twang. That's why everyone loves the amaretto sour. Of course, loud and proud. If the music is loud, they are louder. It's always a good time with this one. You already know that's a margarita. Now we've got this. Always bubbly, always sparkly, camera ready. This one is always down for the spotlight. They're kinda unforgettable. That's for sure a spritz. Now, checking out some of the other flavors, this one is another classic. Simple, clean, sharp. They've got taste and they'll show it. They'll make you move, they'll make you smile. That's a gin and tonic with some style. Stepping in, this one is bold. You just can't miss. And the OG, that's a spice from Macola. They love soft life and they'll always leave a warm impression on you. Just walking in, you know this one is smooth, it's giving summer, easily always bringing people together. Party starter. That's a bit sangria. Now this one here, if you're looking for vacation in a can, that's the pina colada. Always out of office, always craving a taste of summer. All right, so now you've seen the full lineup. 8 different flavors for you to choose from. The question now is, which atypical mocktail flavor matches your vibe?
So what can you guys say about that too?
I'm Abraham again, and for me, for this particular, for this one, for this video that we just seen, there is a massive and beautiful use of lighting, and
Yeah.
for me, just the lighting effect.
What did you say?
It's the lighting effect for me. It is very beautiful. Like there's a very good use of lighting.
Thank you very much. So, that's, planning and using what you have to shoot what you want to be hired for. I've been, one thing is clear from everything that I've been saying since is, unlike it was in Nigeria, where, I'm already shooting Netflix films, it's harder here to break in, his union, unless you are now going to be doing what you don't want to do, you know. But then with my Sony FX3 that is not Ari, Alexa, and everything, look at me creating, sangria. I'm creating all of those things. And, I could plan like, okay, I have colored lights. I'm just going to slap the colored lights and let them wear the color of the background on it too and everything. Do you get what I'm saying? And sometimes, Steph, when I don't have the tools to, what's it called? I don't have the tools to shoot. I'm still, you shall improvise, make it work. If you see the way I shot this thing, most of you will laugh at me like, what's bro doing? And I still created a content out of it. So for people who are already in this what's it called? If you're already in this business, if you're already, if you're someone who is already shooting videos, you need to start putting out things you want to be hired for. It's very important that you only put out things you want to be hired for. Because so now this video of me shooting that particular last video you were talking about, Abraham. Look, see, I was on hoverboard.
夜莺一扬只为刀，仔细东来。明码标价的那些不非黑即白，坐上颁奖台，切莫张灯结彩。
Have you seen the camera I was using? See, on a gimbal. It's not even fancy. I'm using a Sony FX3 on an RS4. And for my movement, I don't have track. I don't have money to pay people that will push me or anything. Do you understand? But what am I doing? Overboard. I use overboard to move, to do my sweet movements and to achieve, all of these shots that felt like, and see, even this one is not even overboard. It's just normal, this thing here that I was able to use to get all of this shots like this. So yeah, I mean, if I don't show you how this was made, you will never know how it was made. You will never know. But then you can't see that. See this one now. Classic ad move. I was on overboard here. This is me on overboard move. Have you seen that? You almost can't attain that if you don't have a dolly. But then I did it with overboard. Sure, you get. Look at all of these movements like that. All these side movements and all. So yeah, use what you have. I know I said gears matter. Yes, it does. I will not even deny it. I'm not going to lie to you that gears does not matter. It matters a lot, bro. So just use what you have and start doing what you want to be hired for, right? So that's it. And the last but not the least, for people who are already in this business, don't just shoot, offer value. A lot of people can shoot really nice stuff now, right? A lot of people can shoot nice video, probably nicer videos than you. Edit. Oh, I have some guys I follow and they are probably 17, 18-year-old boys. If you see what these guys are editing, oh my God, I can't. For the life of me, I don't have that time or patience to be jumping between apps, Blender to After Effects and back to DaVinci or something. See, all of my things, I do it in DaVinci, right? But these boys, they edit fire. But then what's going to be the difference between you and them? Difference is going to be what you offer. So what am I offering most times is I'm not just promising you that, oh, I will shoot you a very nice, clean video. That's a given. But then also, I have to start talking about their numbers for them, the sales, how that corresponds with their business, the commercial value of it, the marketing value of it. So as you guys are learning branding, also learn how to do marketing, learn marketing. Even film needs marketing. Think about marketing in your shoot, and that would like set you up very well to position you for the big things. I hope with these few points of mine I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that what. All right, guys, thank you very much. I think this will be it for me.
Thank you so much, Explorer. That has been quite an insightful session. I think Fisayomi, you have a question. We got a question in the WhatsApp group, so Fisayomi, you can just go ahead and ask him.
Oh yeah. Please, if you have questions, please throw the questions at me, please. Ready to answer your questions.
Okay, so let me just read it in order not to. Or do you want to go ahead, Fisayomi?
I think my phone is currently hanging.
Am I the only one struggling to hear her?
Yeah, I can't hear her well too.
Okay, so let me just read out the question. She said, like, let's take for example, okay, I have a question on camera movement. Let's take for example, a girl is sitting down reading her Bible, but the video is showing a lot of angles, back angle, front, side, and the rest. My question is, how does she do that? Is she with multiple camera or phone, or she would stop the video? place the camera in the other angle and continue, or how? Okay, I guess I understand where she's coming from.
Yeah, so sometimes most things are not short ones.
Yeah.
Sometimes, there are take one, there's take two, there's take 17. Crazy. Eh? A guy is sitting down reading a Bible, but the video is showing a lot of angles, back angle, front angle, side and rest. My question is, how does she do that? Is she with multiple camera or phone, or she's sometimes there are multiple this thing, but then most times if you find multiple, highest you will see, even on Hollywood sets, there is 3 cameras. You would nearly not find, unless it's TV commercials that they used to do all these long cameras. But then how many people can do that? Most people are using one camera, just that you can do the same thing again and again. That's why there's something called continuity. So, the way you were in the first place, they will make you to be exactly that. You would now start doing the same things over and over and over and over. So they will now be adjusting camera angles. So if I've taken front angle, then I take side angle. Then from side angle to back angle, from back angle to this angle to that angle. So it's possible that she did it multiple times. Most times, yeah, it's possible to with a lot of camera that are already down and set down for it. But then most times it's not even that. It's just doing the same thing 2 times. That's why it's good also to have editing knowledge. If you have editing knowledge, all these things will come to you naturally because you know how to piece all those angles together. I know. I hope I understand. I hope you get what I mean by that. I hope I answered your
Okay, I think that was quite
questions.
clear.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So
next.
Is there any other question? Any other question before we move on? All right. We really stretched Explorer today. Is somebody unmuting to speak?
No, it's all right.
Yes,
Oh yeah, now.
All right, go ahead.
So for somebody that wants, but I'm currently a designer with my brand going into a place where producer or something. I'm not sure. What would you advise?
It depends on what it depends on what it is that you actually want to achieve. You understand? If you want to be shooting it yourself, it's just a matter of start taking product and shooting yourself and editing and putting all your designs on it, or collaborate with people. Like I said, if you want to get into shooting products, go online. There's this guy, Daniel Schiffer. Let me write it for you. Sure, I know the spelling of that Schiffer like this. Daniel Schiffer. That guy is a very good guy with product shooting. You see how he shoots products a lot. You understand? Start doing it. If it's with your phone, you start with do it. If it's with just start doing what you want to be hired for. It will take only a matter of time before people discover that, oh, this guy does product shoots. See, by the time you do 10 product shoots, the first one will not be as good as the 10th one. By the 10th one, you would have, make it a this thing. Shoot one product shoot every month. As a designer, look for people around you that you can borrow their lights, you can borrow their this thing. Watch a lot of product shoots, guess how they are doing it, watch behind the scenes of how they do it, and recreate. Just do it in your own way. Find a way that they are doing it and you to do it. Watch this guy's video. He shows a lot and tells a lot about how he does his thing. Watch behind the scenes. How did they make this? How did they do that? Then, recreate it, post it. Before you know it, you will transition. People will start hiring you for what's it called? People will start hiring you for they start hiring you for shooting products and you still have your design background. Yeah, that's it.
Good question.
Okay.
Hi, um, hi Adesola. Thank you so much for today's session. This is Gabriel.
Okay.
My question is a little bit personal to an extent. For you as
Okay.
a creator, what would be your advice to someone that keeps battling, quote unquote, imposter syndrome or introverts, someone who is introverted actually and wants to really come out as a creator, has all the skills, learned all the knowledge, but just looks as if there's just this one thing stopping you from coming out?
I'm still fighting imposter syndrome to share you get, but then I have learned that uh I have learned that it is not about the best anymore. Nobody cares who the best is. It's the people who are loud about it. If you notice, most of the people who are doing the best works now are the people you consider overrated. Why? They are loud about it. They are for the clout. You have to chase the clout as a creator. One viral post can change your life, bro. Just know that. I have someone, his video went viral. It's my guy. Not really my guy like that, but yeah, we shall speak. We know most of you know him. Before I left Nigeria, the last time we were talking, this guy was offered a job and was charging 90 million naira. Yeah, and he was paid 90 million naira. This is a 22-year-old boy. I'll be 23 self. So, bro, it will not do you any advantage to keep all those things in your draft. Whatever it is, post it. You have your own. See, I can bet it with you 2, 3 years from now, no matter how good or how bad anything is, you would have become better, and you can always archive it. But whatever you have, just post it too. Sometimes I think the imposter syndrome comes from, I can do better than this, is not the best. But based on Murphy's law and all of these things that happens on set that will not let you to, achieve everything you have in your head, some other factors unforeseen, and the way the video came out is not exactly how you have envisioned it, and you are like, no be me go post this thing. Baba just post down like that. Do you understand? It gets better. Sometimes, I'm not saying you should not go for the best at all time. Go for the best too. It's very essential. You don't want to be misrepresented. May not be the one way no make sense. Now you can't go viral. But then you just need one viral video to change your life, bro. So think about that. Probably that will, help you overcome the fear of not posting. Do behind the scenes for yourself. Post it. Post that stuff. It will do you no good keeping it in your draft. So it's not. Yeah, you have to be loud about your craft. It will do you a lot of disservice to have imposter syndrome. Post it, come out with it, shout about it. You have your own audience. Don't worry. I know that you have people you are looking at their work and be like, see this standard, see this level. Don't worry. Post. You too, you have your own audience. You have people that are looking at your work like, see this standard, see this level. You too, you have your own. So post it anyways. It doesn't make sense that it's only you that you are seeing what you have posted. So I hope that helps you. Thank you very much.
Okay, I think thank you so much, Explorer. Thank you. We really, really appreciate it. There are three things that I've picked from today's class. Start with what you have. You don't have to have all the big gears first to start. If it's a phone camera, you can start with. Start shooting. And secondly, don't stop learning. We talked about YouTube as a university. Some of you posted YouTube University in the comment section. Don't stop learning. There is a whole lot of resources on the internet for you to learn from. whatever skill it is that you want to learn. I'm sure more than 90% of what Explorer knows today, like he didn't have to go to school to learn it. It's not as if he studied filmmaking in any university as a course, as a degree or anything. So there's a whole lot of resources for you online to learn from. Don't stop learning. And lastly, shoot passion projects. You don't need somebody to come and tell you, oh, let me give you this amount of money to shoot this thing. If it's something that you see that you can do, use it to start building your portfolio. When you start building your portfolio, when you have enough content on your portfolio, you can then start pitching for bigger brands and bigger pay as well. So thank you so much, Explorer. This has been one hell of a session. I didn't know we were going to stay here this long, but I really, really appreciate your time with us. So for our project next week, our project defense, our task defense will be next week. And I didn't tell you this before now, Explorer. The prize for the group that wins this task is that they would have the chance to choose which of our speakers or facilitators gets to mentor them for about 3 months. It's not going to be intensive on your time. Like it might just be maybe twice a month or 3 times in a month. You make out time to just maybe share some ideas with them. If they have questions to ask and all of that. So I just hope that you'll be available when we call on you for that.
Okay, don't worry. I am available.
All right.
You see me.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. We'll be putting out messages about our task in the group much later today. So please be on the lookout for that. I doubt if there's any other person who wants to contribute before we leave or ask any other question before we leave. Okay, in the absence of questions and other contributions, let's just call it a day. Thank you so much, Explorer. Do enjoy the rest of your weekend. And thank you everyone for joining. This recording will be made available by the end of the last class next week. So just be on the lookout for that as well. All right, do enjoy your weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.